What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 warships in the world. Before we get started, be sure to hit a notification bell and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to make videos like this twice a week for y'all. Yeah, I'm really excited. Let's get straight into this. Up first, boys, we have the Korean turtle ship. Korean turtle ship was a type of craft used somewhere in the 16th century. This type of warship gets its name from the protective shell that covers it. It's designed to be resilient, and such is often referred to as the first armored ship in the entire world. It boasted a flame-throwing, dragon-shaped head on the bow, cannons, and a deck that was reinforced to protect against arrows, fire, and more. The reader will also spot the other design headlight to this warship that includes iron spikes on the deck, a design intended to prevent enemy boarding crews from having an easy time taking control of the ship. The reason I put that at number 10 is because it's really old, and I'd like to go over a little bit more modern history ships. However, I think this was just had to be included because it was the first armored warship that we've done research on. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the number 2 spot. In the number 2 spot, this is a long name, brace yourself, Wasp-class amphibious assault ship, landing helicopter dock. In terms of numbers of ships and the number of largest warships, the United States Navy takes top honors. Between 1989 and 2009, 8 Wasp-class amphibious assault ships were commissioned, and all 8 remain in active duty. Like other amphibious assault ships, it is designed to land on enemy beach, deploy ground forces, and provide support as they engage in hostile forces. At 843 feet, a Wasp can carry a Marine Expeditionary Unit of 2,000 Marines with tanks, light armored vehicles, and amphibious assault vehicles, Humvees, light attack planes, helicopters, offensive weaponry, and support supplies. Additionally, each Wasp-class ship features 600 bed hospitals with 6 operating rooms. 2 steam-powered turbines and 2 electric turbines give the ship a cruising speed of 22 knots. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to number 3. That was pretty cool. The next thing I have for you guys is a Chinese completed Kuznetsov, I think is how you pronounce it, class aircraft carrier. This ship was originally a Soviet ship. The USSR began building the Kuznetsov class carrier in 1985. Disillusion of the Soviet Union led to a construction halt before it was finished. After lying in a disarray for over 10 years, a Chinese company purchased the ship from Ukraine. A slow journey eventually brought it up to Chinese waters in 2002, and then another 10 years was spent on a build completion and modernization before the carrier was finally handed over to the People's Libertarian Army Navy. With a total of 27 years passing between the start of construction and the commission, the lining holds the record for the longest construction period for any aircraft carrier. 999 feet in length, the lining is one of the largest warships on Earth and the first aircraft carrier in the Chinese fleet. It accommodates 40 aircraft and a regular crew of 2,000 roughly. Propelled by steam turbines, electric turbines, and diesel generators, the ship travels 32 knots. The lining carries only defensive weapons and relies on aircraft for any offensive attack. Alright guys, next up, please excuse my French accent, it is garbage. We have the Charles de Gaulle, or in other words, the Charles de Gaulle, if you're American. At 858 feet long, the Charles de Gaulle, originally named the Richelieu, I'll put that on screen because I can't pronounce that either, is both one of the largest warships in the world and the flagship of the French Navy. Commissioned in 2001, the Charles de Gaulle is the only aircraft carrier servicing the French Navy. The CDG also holds the distinction from the largest warship of Western Europe and the first nuclear-powered French carrier. With an impressive 543-foot-long flight deck, she can accommodate up to 40 aircraft and a crew of roughly 2,000. 2 K-15 pressured water reactors, nuclear, 2 steam turbines, and 4 diesel-electric turbines power the carrier along the maximum of 32 knots, so a little bit less than our Soviet ship. Over the years, the Charles de Gaulle has undergone a series of updates and renovations and is currently dry docked for an additional refurbishing as of now. Next thing we have Clemenceau aircraft carrier. This aircraft carrier was commissioned in July of 1963. It was the first carrier designed by France after World War II. Purchased by Brazil in 2000 and held in Sao Paulo, 869-foot carrier became the flagship of the Brazilian Navy. As one of the largest warships in history, she can carry a total of 39 aircraft, 22 jets, and 17 helicopters. 1,200 staff, 64 officers man the ship, with a room for an additional 582 airmen. So essentially, this ship is jacked, and if you see this in the ocean, don't sail near it to cause trouble. Alright, moving on, guys, we have the Indian Modified Kiev class carrier. In 2004, India purchased one of the 4 Kiev class ships decommissioned by Russia. The purchase was interesting in that Russia gave India the ship for free. However, India paid Russia to refurbish, modernize, and outfit the carrier with aircraft and weapons. In November 2013, upgrades and sea trials were completed, and the INS was commissioned. The renovations increased the size of the ship from the standard 896 feet of the Kiev class to 930 feet. One of the 2 carriers in the Indian Navy. It holds a maximum of 36 aircraft and a crew of 110 officers and 1,500 sailors. 8 turbo-pressured boilers, 4 steam turbines generate 180,000 horsepower and a speed of 30 knots. It is also the only Indian Navy ship to feature an onboard ATM, which I thought was interesting. That's why it's on the... Alright, guys, moving on. The largest warship in the world is the Nimitz class carrier. At 1,092 feet in length, 23 stories tall, and a flight deck area covering 4.5 acres, the United States Navy has 10 of these massive carriers in its fleet. 2 Westinghouse A4W nuclear reactors power these giants at a speed of 30 knots and can generate power upward 20 years before needing to refuel. Commissioned in 1975 and the Navy's oldest carrier, the lead ship of this class is the USS Nimitz. The Nimitz and its sister ships carry 85 to 90 aircraft, double that of most other military vessels. It commands upwards of 5,000 servicemen, counting the ship's company and aircrew. Culver armor protects the ship's vital areas, and a minimum of 16 missile launchers provide an additional defense. The newest member of the Nimitz-class fleet, the George H.W. Bush, was commissioned in 2009, and refurbishment is underway for some of the older ships. But yeah, guys, I think the U.S. wins this one for that ship, because that ship is giant. That is a beast. Let's go ahead and move on. Next up, we have the Ford-class aircraft carrier. The USS Gerald R. Ford is the first carrier in the new Ford-class line of the U.S. Navy aircraft carriers. In terms of specifications, the Ford-class carriers are very similar to the Nimitz-class, just like our last ship. However, the ship's length, beam, flight deck size, speed, engines, and aircraft capacity are all roughly the same as its predecessors. But the technology behind these measurements is heightened greatly. The USS Gerald R. Ford is one of, if not the most technologically advanced active aircraft carrier in the world. Electric drive components replace legacy steam-powered systems, meaning that the steam-powered systems in old boats are replaced by electric components, and this upgrade gives the USS Gerald R. Ford 3 times more electrical generation capacity than the Nimitz-class carriers, making it available for future technological innovation. Essentially, so don't mess with this ship. You're trying to kill it or the people on it, because it will sink you. It can hold up to around 40 aircraft, and it can hold. It's a beast compared to the Nimitz, like the last plane. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Next up, we don't have an aircraft carrier, we have an amphibious assault ship. The America-class amphibious assault ship. The America-class amphibious assault. At 844 feet in length, the American class is almost the same size as the Wasp, which is a different ship, but it's designed with more deck space to accommodate larger aircraft. The United States Navy currently has one of these next-generation amphibious assault ships in its fleet, with another on order. And an additional 9 plane commissioned in 2014, the USS America can carry bigger aircraft, tanks, and terrestrial vehicles than a Wasp class. Like the Wasp, its main purpose is to carry and land a Marine Expeditionary Unit via helicopters and Osprey. The USS America can carry 1,600 Marines and a crew of 994 enlisted and 65 officers, powered by 2 gas turbines and 2 auxiliary propulsion engines, and has a speed of 20 knots. So this is less of an aircraft carrier and more of a person transporter. So you are able to carry soldiers to different lands across the ocean. But yeah, still wouldn't mess with it. I just thought I could put it on the list because it's one of the newest ships on this list. But yeah. Alright guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also be sure to turn on the notifications and leave a comment on what you enjoyed. These videos are going to be coming weekly. We're going to try to be uploading twice a week. Do keep in mind these videos take a long time to make because we have to pick away at them. We try to bring you guys the best content that we possibly can. But yeah, like I said before, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Comment down below what you think. And I'm out. This has been DomainZ. Peace.